that the Tibetan rulers have fighting internally.
The book, the Gisani, Dapenangana, Shisani, Pola Tinger Shoni, Pogolama Toso, Nepal, Jagarlando, Galontan. The massacre Sapshok Gani, Lochidam Love Dana, Sajatilla, Anita Matap, Tagam Tama, Gandu, Tasoyandu.
So the details of the where they go and where stay, and then finally where they go, everything.
Abena, Chigu Jistan law, Gurmuchi long time, the Tama chapter gang you are it.
So, Chikujina Chesonjin.
Mario Wateri, Mambala conduction.
Chikujina Chesonjin.
Mario, Chigu Gava, Gurmuchi long time corvos, the Tama chapter gang you are it.
Oh,
very good.
Okay. So, and then 1940s, people release what Buddha, what the Guru Rinpoche's predictions.
Tinangola, Bola, Mount Balam, Jonjig, Niter Tama, the Bola Ninka Jonga, Niter the Chatan.
So, inside this and the future of the Tibet, what problems they will have in there.
Tikabla, Karadina, Gildan Shoni, do Sheriff Jamso, Kong Posoli Congo, Tikab, Wandinji, Congatella Gaba Jabuari, and the Congo Sombona, you are it. So
that time, the Doi Gefshi is a very scholar in Gelupa. That time he is the staff of the Wasoliko, the Union of the Mongolian and Tibetan Association. That time he tried to defeat that prediction. And that is you can see in his writings today. He has 3 books and he's written inside there. You can see today. So what he's saying is Guru Rinpoche's the predictions is not poet, not poetic. So he's saying is the situation in Tibetan will be better and better. It's not possible to become worse and worse. But what will happen and later on, exactly what Guru Rinpoche said and prediction will happen. So even himself, Doi Sherab Jamso himself, he went in jail.
Namjin longtan the pa chapter tong kan tela ya barche yong gudu. The longtan la gaba jang kayang barche yong gudu. Nikala barche yong gudu. The lorji nang jerim the tana jirin.
Okay, if he think investigation under his investigation, who released the predictions and who against the predictions, both they have obstacles later on.
Longtan ma che shula guardia ma dinandi.
So for this reason, usually many predictions is secret and not always released. Even the Chinese culture has that kind of idea. If something prediction of future should not release. If you did, then have a bad result. So also that's many times happened in Tibetan history. So this morning we talk about the Mongolian army come to Tibet and destructions have many monasteries. Yeah. Oh, so this something happened. These destructions coming to during the 6th Dalai Lama. That's during the 5th Dalai Lama. They already know it will happen. So for this prevention, they try to do many pujas or many building images. Or those they tried. So after 5th Dalai Lama passed away, the others they didn't perform complete the methods of the prevention. So the Deta Sangji Jamso he announced many times we have to do this and such and such. So finally himself also have to die with somebody kill him. No. So I had a question before. This morning in the present, it seems like Nyingma's destruction and Jonang is same time, but he said it's not same time. They are not same time, but not very long after. So one is during the 5th Dalai Lama, and one is during the 6th Dalai Lama time. The first when they destroyed Jonang at that time, and Jonang and Kamakaju, at that time a little destructions come to the Nyingma. But later on, during the 6th Dalai Lama time, the Mongolian king is not Kushi Tanzan, the first one, later on called Jinkar. That time I have a huge destruction to the Nyingma. So this is his relatives, his nephews or his son or those. So this is you have to make very clear, not mixed up. That is I just say because I remember. Also, the Guru Rinpoche, he predicted all his 25 disciples, what were going to reincarnate and what will when is enlightened, so forth. Very long future predictions. Especially if we think today, the Guru Rinpoche's predictions are very, very clear.
아베나 응거를 뭐지 송거나 남니 메처럼 봐봐야 라서 봐 피해요. 메비처럼 당. 그 뜨글랑 진 남랑 참도죠. 대응 라비요. 뜨글랑 봐긴 남랑 참니 아마도 정글이 라비야.
So in his prediction, he talked about falling the fire rains fall and also these pollutions effect to the world.
나 뭐도 소라 나타 총아 그는 라라 그냥 그 릭마다 그 단다 그 릭다고 섬자가 진짜 송요.
Also, he talked about the sickness of the 300 differences. Cancer.
디나로라 페나 릭다다 나다 리스 넘버 코랑 더 릭라비요. 넘버 코랑 더 릭다다 디디. 코랑 지비 고던다다 리디요.
Even he talked about the molecules.
Molecule.
Yeah, molecules and what the kind of shape, everything he taught. The bacteria, or I don't know what to say.
디나로라 카우진니 용니 왕부고 카당 나라서 관니 낭니 정하다. 나라서 참마다다 라비드기 용캔다. 라비드기 나다. 나라 좀 차바다. 냠도 라비드기 용캔다.
So the poisons is from the air or touching, transmit with touch. Some even he predicted with coming as a large form. Come from the cells. Come to the cells. Some of them even just hearing this name, and then the people have fear, and through this fear have transmit that sickness.
Bena tanda 그 보면 더 수원이 땅땅. 단다 남랑라 나타 차비야라 소과라. 노직 그 사요 매점 정신지 과라서 형선도 그런 뭐지 농단리 학살지 강야요 말이.
So the situation of Tibetan today, or the sickness of in the world now, and all these these natural disasters and everything, there's nobody has clearer than Guru Rinpoche's predictions.
하디는 그 점장 찍을랍나 베르나 뭐마 찍기지 예거로 뽑아도 정말 야갈라 캡처를 용요리 캡처를 용디 네팔 그 사니 당 야갈 당 보그 산참더니 뭐만 보지 그 사차 사마트니 시송요.
When is 1915 and that Tibetans went to India, Nepal, that time, they have many people of them died because of the climate.
Tikabla kada labio gudina ngana bochi longtan nang lola poba mambo tilando gri songni zaga tigdini da renda wo tag tigdang chega tigla teni momambo sachetani shendo gri labio.
So even Guru Rinpoche predicted that so many people go there and they're going to die through the poison of the mountain, poison of the water. They're going to die.
Guru Rinpoche ga pedna rosa ga lamka mambo labio.
Even he predicted 4 different ways of how they escaped. Also, he taught about the where's 4 places to hide. So later on, people escaped the 4 ways of he predicted. They went very well. For instance, he said one place called Kompo. Kompo people can stay there 3 years, but after that they have to go.
Nepal ke yormo ta so tanda ke kong bir bje ke nan kong to.
So
Bir jumo na kamba jong ata ta chi. Ni jong.
these four places of the Himalaya places is he is kind of like hidden places, hidden and structured.
Tana tanda bu ba be mang bo yore. Tana den kan yo samala jun ma chong la tar da yore.
So even nowadays, the people, many Tibetans living there, and they are okay.
Te mingyang kono ke tana ta da di rosa ke lam ka bje de jin da oda. Kong sa ke sa che bje de jin da o jin mingyang ta da yo.
On the four paths where they go and four places they can hide, everything he predicted. Tala using Majoko Garego.
Oh, ta dik da ma de ta. Oh yeah. La so. Ta ngara ni ke tawa te dam chits.
Jog Travad the Mam.
Oh yeah.
Your question is very long answer.
Oh yeah.
I asked what the view was, but that's okay.
View,
I asked the view tawa.
not answer to view.
Tanda
More than you ask.
Always do.
공상상有的哇，공상상 그 사체 반지那个사치老些了，人那个这个有。冬季过讲切岗了，北一点么个切岗见，但地上那么多老门身体切的皮的这个。当当的我的老板看我讲我讲我们都是，
Read,
别人我的个点么个我的这岗要可，
read.
这个别当冬年个门上个，你当那别有的，我那都得抢着的。
So there's one Kontang, he criticizes Satya Pandita. So Satya Pandita Lakshadara, Satya Lakshat, and he criticizes your meaning is very small as like a palm of the hands, but the examples is so big, is like a elbow like this.
Tapi na za gejagi amde kata za der na gosyak lagba kamo yo mari dem kita kang yo.
Your locker is only just like this small, but your key is so big. So he said we talk can also similar become like this.
Patrin bo chi gu chun cha jo nyamnyong ne na de te la ren ba sam che yo.
Father Rinpoche, he talk about experience of the teachings.
Ta nga da ji na ani pi ni kyap de la de yo.
So if myself as is the second one.
A go song la.
No.
Tang bu ga ni kyap de kong go pe de bo mon zi ma zi la pe lang yo.
So the first example is he talk about a beautiful woman.
我们老从这个冲啦，从这个中等出啥啦，从那个建设当对路头都也不跟的这个干的呢，这个冲啦你玩到我当，就那么也跟到我当，对路也跟到我当，但是这个南极东有的，我个冲出去吧，人的。
So for instance, beautiful woman dress up very nicely and then went in the public and try to show perfect action, perfect image like that.
这个啦，干的出现跟的时候就那么说，是不是？感觉下就的时候，让忙不明白当当当参吧，农历当参吧，我就嘛到这里去了，跑过去有嘛。
So that means the Dharma presenter, he very carefully talk and everything, and very elegantly present, and he not talking unnecessary things.
这个啦，把这个不毛的时候，南极干的那几百人比南极跑，但那南极个罗本的时候样，就七百人吧，南极，适当参吧个南极就讲没有。
The same as the beautiful woman showing the dress and everything, showing off, is similarly the teachers, the teaching also showing off.
你把个你搞不得了，干部英国的时候个。 Kachalam, Nangamoga Kachana Mambo love the Tanatic
Really. The second one is the old people relax and talking everything, whatever comes in the mind, like that.
Tikamla, Peradina, much logic and Sanjojina, Kanayo Mari, Yumi Katama, Peradum Dadi, Chendana, Tanadi, Sarji may be Yamji Sarji.
That kind of structure is never finish, and because you talk everything, whatever come in your mind, whether relevant or not relevant.
타마디 갑란 딩은 나비어 들어가긴 내게 요래 랑창도비 랑창차비 냠지게 돈디 집에 때들라 되거든 와 ndi도 딩안 봐도 나바니 바젠지가 특이 작나 그 나와도 샤르게 요래 추샤르게
The worst one is Ngambaura.
타마디
Tamajina Ngambari.
타마마리 징마
Oh, the third one is the third level is the demons who has not very powerful meeting with powerful ngakpa,
그 징마 제비요
and they shows they fighting in.
nobody 되게 카 nobody 지고는 두다는 nobody 포크면 누구 삼이야 그 삼로지 제비요
At that time, when he see the powerful ngakpa, he wanted to some harm actions, but he too scared to do.
तगारी लागे योरे देना पेना न्यामलिन योंखान जे के छुशा दिकाबला थांबा त रंग न्यामलिन का कांला सर कोरनी कचा सेंजो यो
So for instance, if somebody is a true practitioner, then you teach him, and then everything come to on your practices.
दिकाबला छु गारी से नाया थांबा त रंग जुन फालाब के यो ना ये औ नि नयां चित मंदु नयां चित मंदु देनी तंदा रंग जुन फालाब के यो ना सेंजो यो
At that time, even you say the criticisms and everything is criticizing oneself. I cannot do this, and this is, it's that way.
दिकाबला न्यामलिन मा जी छुचे चांबा के खाम के बा चांग चांग के जीबा जुन द थांबा रेरे बिन त खरांग दि त दो छुबा द दो छुशेत म फुजि चाकयो
At that time, they have scared to teach you because he realized, oh, this is things myself is not really position to talk this.
Perna martaba lab kan du da ngi jilla martaba chi mandu. Syam nya ji lab kan du da ngi jilla syam nya ji chi mandu. Laba ya bo tong go de kan du da ngi jilla laba ngi ya bo laba ya bo tong tab mandu la so pa ta thama re re yen ta sa yo.
For instance, the teaching is impermanent, but I don't have this sense urgency of the impermanence myself, and then the compassion, so forth in Dharma, but I don't have this, and the morality and the moral discipline, so forth. I don't have it, so that's why you scared to talk about.
De bi lan ya da ka de na rang ni dang den den ri yen ba de wa. De do rang a pe lan gi yo de. Chu de nga ba nim te jan ji ka pe lan gi yo de. Nga ba nim te jan de nga ri ri ta ya din de de chi chit na ti re che go yo de.
So the Dharma is the power for ngakpa, but the demon is the self cherishing. So then ngakpa, whatever ngakpa chant or mantra, anything, the demon have to go back and back. So similar like that.
Oh yeah. Ta na tu mudon la ban ji ji
So now we're going to talk the actual teaching.
Bu ngan ke tawala bola demtan da uchi na jigma to demtan na zo yo ma le sam bi yo chu jin na zo yo le.
So in my point of view, Tibetan have no many tenets, only one tenet, but only different lineages.
Nderwa go chogni jamna na bola yo taro da je tam je yo par ma wa le.
So if we consider of the Vinaya, everybody is the same as the Ajitamchiya Paramawa. I don't know how to say in Sanskrit. I forgot. Anyway,
Mula Sarvastivadin.
Mula Savitavadin.
Sarvastivadin. The Pratimoksha, the Vinaya.
Yes,
The lineage.
according to this,
Mula
between
Sarvastivadin.
the 16, from the 16 is one of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tani tawa go goni shana na thangma da oma tharanjir ba yen lab yo le.
So the view, Tharanjirpa. Tharanjirpa? Oma wa in
엄마가 인테가 반지로 되면 또 질라 먹는 정말 엄마가
So if we talk about the viewpoint, then is everybody is Majamika, not the Pasanchika. Then I have this big disagreements.
마디아니까.
근데 볼라 템탁직 마토요 말이 지금 jetser 때 맞아비 마보지 기송도
Yes, the only difference is the tradition formed and how lineages come, but they are one tennis.
그거 전화 랍디가도 끝나 스타트업 리지 스타트업 모트 랍잖아 따와당 좀 타니까 랍이요.
If we say instruction of the startup, then is the view and the tennis.
나는 또 gentle 냐미 스타트업인데 gel릭비 스타트업인데 스타트업 상만도인데 스타트업 티리가 잔단 된도 라서 와가 전화가 같이 샷게 요리데 티 스타트업도 나는 또 남탄 그 스타트업 당 시를 받아 남바 스타트업 다고 스타트업 차버 침부 고난 저거 왔지 담는 말이.
Usually we talk about, oh, this is Nyingma's point of view, this is Gelugpa point of view, and there is differences and we have arguments, but still is a range of the Buddhism viewpoint. It's not like a big different views of Buddhists and non-Buddhists, not like this.
파점타디나 그러나 나는 또 무기장 강그 랑그 무금파 따지나 딴니 머리사가 사자지 요래와 대바도 따지가 랑그 릭수땀 지랍이야나 다오다 랑그 릭바 쇼수땀 지랍이야나 다오다 나지레.
Tennis we have to consider as something like whatever we can see, if it's like place, how much we can see, as much as we with our limitation. In between this, you make some kind of
한번 통수땀 그 사차 통수금 타다 단 너마도 니 통조금 타다 된다지그리 되죠. 따와금 타다 오더라.
This is my limited, within this range.
아니 물라 좀 민간데도 그 뒤가 아장한 보다들 그거래. 물라 좀 민간데도 가지고 다니요 마 동통이요 마.
So depend your how eyes your is a distance you can see.
가끔 타 저기 가라 당고 롱라 때 민족이요. 아니 롱라 이 치근도 너더니 산삼레 근들이장 가지면 누구 삼지 상말랑 이 신경 그거. 가시 그 릭발라 때 릭발가 샤샤디가 온다던 더 산삼지리 너마도 만두고 삼지 랑가나나 이 치팅이 그거. 이 치니 산삼도 좀 다리.
산삼. So this limit is arrangements. Some people doing with long. Long means according to the Buddha's teachings and follow this long, whatever the teachings say. Some doing with logic and the logic and your logical reasoning how much you can go far.
저 장경하는 소고 단다고 저 kallah sandala biyosarewa san anandala biyosarewa 단다고 점타들 요잖아.
San Ananta.
san anta.
So in Sanskrit it seems like the Tamta means San Anta.
산 디디가도 니밤 토밤 니시지가 단다지가 거기.
San is meaning is something you find it, you reach it.
안다 디디가도 다 말니빠. 내가 마통 타메 그 너님 탈 독송들이 자송들이 때 특송들이 산다고 때 고고.
Anta is the or this is the age. So the age means this is age as much as I can see, as much as I can find.
아빠는 나랑 소가 따와디가 저저 땅난 남바치가 따와다 송이 인데 건데 송이 하나 픽사도 메송아 따고 다 비싼 담도 텔레 송아.
Okay. So for instance, we according to the Buddhism, we said that the final is border is the emptiness. So there is no more than emptiness.
제가 막시장 딘바 제가 막시장 때라 가르데는 니시니바 단나지겐 지다도 다도 좀 타이 가서 시안나 어디도 딘바린도 다나 만두 제가 막시안나
Through yes, through an investigation and through analyze, if you is more like stabilize it your understanding and stabilize it what you believed, that is the should be the startup, the tamta sananda.
샤바지 되게다도 롱거에나 어노바 용칸 리바게나 어노바 용칸 카브레인도 딘바리 삼나 롱거 텔 어노바 ям니 콘징조진다 카브레 리바 샤바다 되게다도 당부 딘바 니바 니다 요나양 텔라지마 또 딘바 마리 삼지도나 던 지틴 탄예 그 가르디나 좀 탄족당 연사리마도 나바 지역인가랑 또 니링 탈티게 연사마도. So
as much as we investigate and analyze, then we have more problems. Sometimes is makes uncertainty, and then this is you can say the sananda of the worldly, but you cannot say the dharma sananda, which means the tamta. That.
Oh yeah, that Nyingma got that block.
So now we're going to talk about the Nyingma's sananda.
Nyingma 그 단역 그 따로 그 탄예 때라 까딱 당선됐대.
So Nyingma, the main important the terms called katak and hundred.
동빙원이 비자디 까딱 동바 침보 됐대요. 윤den징오 비자디가 다도 한도복사를 시라 비요래.
So if you consider think of the emptiness, then they call katak tongpachembo, the great emptiness of primordial purity.
그러니까 돈다 찍으리마도 돈다 소소 말이 민이 용비요래.
100 marks. If you think of the quality, then is 100, which means spontaneous rising.
가다가 되나 간다래 되나 돈이 딱 봐야 돼. 추담지 아니긴 살트가 가야 되나. 당부 년이 딱 다요 말도 지마 딱 성도 말해야 돼요.
So the katak means the pure primordial purity. So primordial purity means the absolute reality of the all phenomena is from the beginningless is pure. It's not something you provide.
당부 동바 마임 바기 지마 지금 어느신 망아지 람라 때니 코드 동바 저리장한다고 당 동바 착성한다고 당 아따다 고
Something is not from beginning, it's empty, but then you just make how do you say through the investigation and analysis, then become empty. It's not like this.
나오는 그 흔적 오살 흔적 그 연단다 참아도 당부인이 요다 용간이마도 양 람라 때니 야 지금 살때 시작한다고 당더 로르도 형한다고 당 티비지가
the luminosity of these qualities also is always there. It's not something you created or you generated.
니마당 오즈리니까 니마 요나 오즈리 요르다디 배우야나 단다고 지긴.
So, for example, if as soon as there is sun exists, then the lots of sun exist. They're inseparable.
나 정거도 요나 정도 갈래지 당송디 마스터 바도 사르도 송아리 마도 서바지 글로르데 테파 마리 라피요리.
So, for instance, get rid of the cloud, and then is the sun is not clear, not visible for us because of the cloud. It's not sun is something is not clear before and become more clear.
다고송아?
Now you understood?
Starting to
Go to Cox.
Good caucus. Oh, Tati Tawa the Zemjak Idani, Tanangara so good, Nyingma Tawa the Shajin.
So on this foundation, I'm going to talk about the Nyingma as a viewpoint.
Jedangu, Nyingma Rang Tarnian Dawina, Chuchen Tawi Tawa the Jidan, Chuni Tawi Tawa the Jidan.
So according to Nyingma, specific the terms, they call Chuchen Tawitawa, Chuni Tawitawa. So the view of the reality and the view of the appearances. Roughly.
Tawa Namjan Joju, Namba Chujin Tama Ganalola, Chabat Jonset Yongi.
So between the all Tibetan traditions, they have a little different viewpoints.
가시그 이어스동이 그런 거 니 비하다. 가시그 나라도 예전 강작 거니 따와된 적이 받다. 단다가 니 좀.
So some of them tawa means the is the objective the side, and some is the subjective side.
아니 엄마 그 아니 까딱 랍저디 까딱 동바 침보 랍디가 다도 신이들한 거 안 좋거든.
So according to Nyingma, when we say katak tongwachimbo, that is more like a reality side, the more object side.
주전 따와 주전 그 따와야 가르드나 강석 길라 따와 똑처 그 고니 샤디카블라 tellayang korum namdang mambochi yoare.
So the subject side, how the realization process, there's many levels. So in general, Nyingma understand that sutra view and tantra view are differences. So, for instance, such a point of view, no differences view part. So, Satyapa's accusation is that no differences viewpoint, only differences methods. So we cannot say one of the mistake, but we just have to adapt according to what's suitable with time and the person.
tawa de la chabar ji fini long de ndon la chabar yo ari lamgu doser ka tawa de la chabar me ba ji yana ta na go tawa chi ma to yo ma
Still again.
lamgu doser ji yo ari wa ti lamgu ni ka re ri yen de tawa re ri yar ni joji inna ta ga ndon ni ka tawa chabar yo ari.
So if we make differences, the process this realization viewpoints, then of course you have difference, but yeah. For instance, worldly right view. So even somebody have realization of impermanence, that's also view. So as same as all the Burmese levels, what is our Burmese levels, each Burmese we have to say this realization our point of view. So the objective of the emptiness even not differences, but the part process have the different viewpoints. That is acceptable for in general for everyone. So the Gelugpa also believes that Tantra point of view and the Sutra point of view is the same. So, but still, Gelugpa, the Jang Japa, he's a big tennis that he takes. He made differences between Sutra and Tantra, not the viewpoint, but he make differences. So he's saying that in Sutra, you complete teachings of the objective of emptiness, but not the subjective is not complete, and also you cannot the final obstacle you cannot eliminate without Tantrayana path, and so forth. So even he said that the obscurations of the enlightenment in Sutra said most of them, but not the most fun or subtle is not even mentioned in Sutra path that Jangzaba said. So if you go into details of this discussion, and then is the same point of view as Nyingma say, the Sutra and Tantra have different viewpoints. It becomes the same. So who talks about Nyingma viewpoint? If someone not incredibly long spend Nyingma practices, then it's difficult to make statement. For instance, we say Rigpa. Rigpa is we say, oh, he's a good, intelligent, not intelligent. Okay, big Rigpa and small Rigpa. That is and also Rigpa of the reality of the ultimate truth. Same word, but a different meaning. So one is who is have a more clever or intellect and that kind of sharp mind, that kind of meaning. But the another one is Ramshong Jirikpa, which means the uncultivated, spontaneous rising Rigpa. So this is the absolute truth. So even the bodhicitta, sometimes people say the Rigpa is named bodhicitta. So the relative bodhicitta is that is no argument. Everybody for same.
The non-jungle Deni Zonji Namja Shadi Kalang, Deni Zonji the Jew Ming the La, what any child over it.
So not only that, but even the union of the two truth also even same word have two meanings.
Chila Nantong Deni Zonji the Kayori, Nantong Deni Zonji the Tangaran to still go at the Tela Deni Zonji Ming the Tani Doviori.
So one is the union of appearances and emptiness. So that is in general people understanding.
Chila Tandaga Young Deni Zonji the Kayori, the Nino Deni Zonji the Nitana Shenjo.
So one is they say is a union of two truth, but only the reality and appearance union.
Hindi Deni Zonji Mangda Tonda Yomaris.
Ani nangnigat ani nangniga 그렇게 ani announcer 근접된 바가 니스를 돈는데 말이 돈만들이.
아 말이요. 더인 인데요. 더인나 민나 Deni Zonji 단 나동 Deni Zonji 냐까 그 돈다가요 말.
치밀한 돈도.
Nino Deni Zonji 나. 다는 와 살도 그 가와단다 그 나무 쭈땀지 그 당에 요로 냐치 그 카르요 요로. 또다는 근접 저는 그 근접 챕터가 그 근접들이 말 방어적 지고요. 또니까 그거 타다죠. 근접 그 나무 타다인데요.
뒤에는 다다가 나타다고 히는 좀 하고.
또 다다가 아니나 Deni Zonji.
더니 처음에 제거들. 더니 처음에
니트도 나트니까 지긴데. 니트도 나트니까 지긴데.
지금 니들가 나니 처리 좀.
아니 다 지긴데.
다들 나 소파도요. 다들 소파 채서 그래. Okay. So yeah, this appearance is different because they're not talking about appearance of the appearance for everybody. You're talking about the appearance of the for the yogics, the great practitioners, their appearance and the reality, they are a union that they're talking about.
Nino Deni Zonji to be but Nyingma get Tandago, not to talk Lichen Kurdina and that. Tandago. No one had Ribato, it's easy to Ribatenis Pigun and Ovio. No one comes in and he more Harji Dioro. So ye see in the Biori, ye see run in the Biori. Matapanam Matapanam Matapan, no one Matonji ye see in the Biori. Tandaji Namjari. Yagan Tela
Namjuru at Iran or at Iran.
Nan you ran on it. Yena, Dadela Deni Zonji, that Nanton Deni Zonji, now we round in the stone batang, stone bee. Garidina Nancer Dina there, no idea that the Tigo in Giorgio Dana, and in no Deni Zonji Candario. Yakala Deni Zonji Mountain.
Chiku and Nasser Tamchidal Najora. Chiku Nasser Namjura Koniran La Najora. Okay. So one is even we say appearances we say appearances and emptiness union. Is the appearances for everybody. So the other one is appearances only for the practitioner. So tonight namjurmi nawat tondam demba endina.
Namjuri nawat tondam demba yenden.
인지제자 통화록도 되다.
차다요리 돈 이직 차다요리 그냥 샤트리 정도 된다고요. 그냥 동그 근조 방샤 차다요.
그 근조 방샤 또 장어 방코 맞지. 방샤 리. 오케이. 오케이.
때인디기다도 다가르디나 단다그 니소 셰제도 Nyingma Shunganala, Damton Tompa Katan, Shindani Yamabu, the Shunguori, Nika Shungu, the Indicato, Tatamaga, Rishet Goni, Cabri Rastag, Sergio Goni, Dictato, nyam ta dum dang mum chamba shong bi yo bi jim tan tan
So what he's saying is the main point is in Nyingma have don't many. So which means the same word, but they have different meanings according to time. So different time, different contexts. And then if somebody not very familiar with Nyingma, this, and then people assuming in general the meaning, and then they explain, then going to be wrong.
Oh yeah, hayin. Ta nyama ga ta de jadi nyama kholang ga sha tang la nang jid de sam di ni. Jid de da nang ma sam yo ne de jid de da la shinang de phi ni di nang ga nang ma sam yo re de de.
So the main point in Nyingma's point of view, the Tantrayana has a external and internal, and they make the focus the internal.
Te phi jid nang nang jid ki chabar ji phi go da jid de sam da wo yin na.
So why they say make difference external and internal? Because the external one is they say there's no differences in general Tantrayana. Lam Jibrosha.
Nyamling korum.
Tago samjat. Lam Jibrosha, Nyamling korum, Driva Topser.
Oh yeah, Driva Topser.
This, according to internal the Tantrayana, they have how to process the path and how you practice, and what the result will be as different from the in general Tantrayana.
Namjin labna malamna namjin ngarang so jiddi vije der ko je che go nunang go lamik jiddi nasi gaiwa chiga che.
So when we say internal Tantrayana, still we're talking about is just in general the highest yoga tantra. Inside this we're talking about, not something outside.
Kashi Gusha Tanchina, Nalamik Jala, Wang Shi, Yoju, Tinanga, Wang Shimak Samgu, Naratu, Tinkurum Chong Kong Masam the Piorio, Shimak Samgu, Nyamlin, the Jipa dress on the Red and Kayang.
So somewhere the instructor and structured that the for high empowerments. From the second to fourth, this three is according to only this. This is the explaining is the internal yoga. Yeah, internal tantra.
Oh yeah, no.
The meaning of these three empowerments.
Oh, Tanguda Maha Yoga la pio.
The first one called Mahayoga. So the lineage come from Guru Rinpoche, Bama Panchi Bama Madra, and Sangji Sangwa come through that way. So the main deity is the Vajrasarva. So the practice is the generation and completion. So the terms of the Sawanyangpo, they use say part of method and part of wisdom. So very how do you say? So very sectarian Nyingma. They say this is a very different.
나는 또 라메 그 제름당 도름니까 차별 침모 요된 샤케 라메 제름당 도름지
Oh, really? So then,
차별 요된 샤케
so they say is very different from the in general the two stages, generation and compilation.
달라 차추 망보도 쓰거든
So they count many unique qualities.
달라 지금 차시 속과 담들마 또 던지 따지 따냥 디마 킬림 칸자가이나 제름당 도름니까 남자마 또 망보지랑 요 말이데
So who is more like open or Rimé point of view that there's no much differences their viewpoint. Yeah.
다페나 탑지 람들 거 요당 탑지 니비 람디디 소나 오다 살롱 틀리 그 남자 집착해요.
So when we say talking about methods, basically you're talking about the so the channels and the wind and the drops.
다페나 띵콜당 냠들이 나오 주잖아. 땅콜 그 땅다 오리 당 카톡거린다 오당 long
if you compare the cultural tantra and as a little bit different of the whole channels and the little bit colors or is the wind how kind of not a little differences but not huge differences. So the second one called the liberation of the wisdom. So that means is more a viewpoint of this the union of the empty and emptiness and the blissful. So then, according to the Songanyangpo's terms, you say first pure, and then equal, and then finally union. So this is you can go forward or reverse, either way, it's fine. So the all the reality of the all phenomena is pure. Yes, this equanimity, this purity is equanimity. So this wisdom of the equanimity is truth. This equanimity and truth is inseparable. So if you reverse that way, is no much differences. So our plan is we talk about this Mahayana and Anayoka very briefly and then go to more Dzogchen. So, but always my plan is conflicts. So you cannot have a big expectations because I have nothing big thing to give.
세미나라 잔도도 삼모치 카치제리라 용디기다도 카피가 도다 도도디가 소르마치지 나오 착로디야 닌카요.
Sometimes if you have a great desire and there's a delicious food and then you come and then you see only just like rock and you cannot even chew, that things can happen. So I told you before, I'm the second stage of the way of teaching Dharma. It's like the old people talking irrelevant, never finish. So most of them I cannot relate it with the rules and regulations.
So now the cover all over some of the Gonaption would do. Cover and the most angry joy, the telling true me, Mamuji Chanda would do. Yella Lange Moti Mouth, Narang Sebanda or the mouth they were.
Sometimes with my own problem, sometimes the questions lead in me this. Because if I don't clear questions, then it feels not right.
Oh yeah, then you need the long honor yoga, yes?
Long honor yoga, the second one. We have 3 internal tantras, the second one.
Long honor yoga la tablam jigdang, turlam jigdang, nirjuk jilam dida the some degree I need to do.
So the instruction is tablam. Is the method part and the liberation part and the completion part. So tablam means the method is the innate blissful primary wisdom how to we reach. So that is Tango, the door above door of the liberation and the Ogo comes from Turara. Okay. The below door is comes from Rurwa. So enjoyments of the 3 realms. That kind of, okay? So in general, the Anayoga is not exactly in general Tantra. It's something is unique as a Kalachakra. So for instance, Kalachakra, he has the unique qualities, not matching the others. So Kalachakra have many different uniques. Similarly, when we're talking about Anayoga, also have that kind of unique features. So if is any similarities in general Tantra, and then this Anayoga is more similar as mother Tantras. So how you visualize it, the channels and the veins and everything is very unique. So all of the tantric rituals and this is belong to the generation practice.
머든다고 지겠나 아미 코니 담보 넘스 지금이 가이다디야 제니르바 데이다디 마시와르크 니체당 탐바도 치도.
So the generation, the structure is very similar of the person who born from the mother's womb and then grow up into die.
조름다고 지겠나 당부근 쳇다샤니 스톡차니 다니 파도니 갑니가나 제스 마우정 바르크 아니 텐다고 때당제니 로지티리.
So the completion practices is from the when we have sign of the death and then death process and onward, that kind of structure.
제빵 그 롱안에 요간 디반도 콜라 곰탕다고 옛나 나가식 말이 망보지기 와리.
So for instance in Aniyoka Dupando, according to the Dupando, there is many ways of practices, not just one.
제빵 그 냥마 그 예디나고 강에나 다다가 나지다섬 강에나 마하가 아다디다디 텔란다오다 섬비 진여요 진인도.
So according to Nyingma, this every these three also inside they make three maha in that way.
Ana ranglam dina pena ani ana.
So Anaranglam, the real Ana is Ani Ana. So Ana of the Ana.
Apena dibando ga nang lok dimdu ngang gum dida ngang dina de chembu ngang da chini ji si ngang la gom chi tan da ji. Di gom chen da o chi na zorum ge choga ta yin do ji.
Dupi Ngalgum is more like in process of the completion stairways.
다 곰세 chini ji 좀 비낭라 gom chiulo ta yang hara jani sa ke de tongni to gomni thoma tongni jingla yanang gomni ngak tang ta so yang mendo na dan de ga ta da.
So the way of practice your mind union with emptiness, and then you not visualize it, not say mantras or anything for a long time. That kind of practice.
냥보 담지 요니 나 마치 조비 하르 금 될게요리. 답은나 다 닝보 담지가 다든 때라 lok다니 그 동니도 금티 조금 그런 발라 징니 송다 디가도 다키 고고 말이도 니랑치요 느리비다 딩아라도 깨름 그 레리비엔도 찌지 남작다 아이니잖아.
So you not focus of the details of visualization. Instead, you the essence of the focus on this, and through this meditation, you go more into the emptiness. You don't need to visualize it too many deities because they are already within you.
그 그런 거 남자가 샤디가로 릭친 예파 될거나 호이친 진바 롱친 도파 따친 도파 다다가 남자가 디샤니 제디상 그 나라 맹담지가 맞아 봐 다다 그 남자가 디샤니 도로
무슨 지고
위에 되거나
네 뭐
릭친 예파
릭친 제파
릭나토 시작은 없다.
릭친 제파 means you make different categories.
호이친 진바
호이친 진바 이디 저저지다.
호이친 진바 되나 다 나라서
호이친 어저죠.
호이는 맞잖아.
노아톱노라.
어디 나와톱는 있나다.
롱스턴 톱저.
롱톱는 있나다. 니시 잡을지는 시는 있나다.
어디 호이친 진바 means you have realization.
아니 롱친 도바 되지도 롱친 도바 되고지도 지디랑 그는라 제터피아 비냠님도 질라시야 노데.
So launching topa means attainments.
그런데 떨친 도바 되니까라 디마 따와라 당 톱송도 저 비슷한 톱송도 띠껍대.
Okay. So this is like more stabilize your view and your maturity of your attainments.
그런 그 사람 그 남적게 디가 다그나가도 삽제 람가도 지나 띠 람체 그 레리 그 냥양 남진 나랑서 그 나가 지디는 좀 거기 망체가 된다고요.
So always is not the same as the usual terms on Tantriana use.
Then ni ngap jid di thang ma ga nang ge ting khur dang long an yu ka ni ka de khara ni ka arang lam ta cha chi yong khen ga tse dio.
So therefore, I always consider this Kalachakra Tantra and this Long An Yoga Tantra is very unique tantras, not different from in general tantras.
Yen na yang ha an yu ka nyam lin je de sa ge je ki yo le din na ka za ge ro le da wang le ke je long le don je chen long de ji tam de ma to ta ma to ta je nyam yin na long an yu ka so yi da di kum ba ji ke duk yong khen da wo ta sha ke yong khen da ta nyong nyong cha.
However, if we consider as who is doing this practice, where is we can find these teachings, is very difficult. We cannot say some individuals maybe have this or some have only oral, some the oral transmissions maybe, but there's nobody, even one monastery, to focus in this system and have structure today. Yeah.
Chogana mambo yoare ngirana poda mambo yoare long na thangba gan dong yoare de wang na kurdi ga do dogje me ba ga hang ji yoare yina ta sagati choga do tang nyam lin je kri dina ta ka dang girwa kha chi yoare that you dam te ta ma ka tam te.
All right. So he said so many rituals according to this and so many commentaries of this and many people given transformation and empowerment, but who is the follower and practice, then is almost impossible to find one.
Ngama ngara tu dong la de ka ge chi ji yoare ngara tu ge chi chong de ngara tu to ge chi chi mo ji de ko yoare khong ngala ate mo te khong so gelik bala party na lan ja ji me sa kha shi yoare saran to nyangma la yoare ni lan ja ji me sa yo ma ri ta do bi thang ma yong kan ga lan ja ji me sa tan yo ma ri.
So one of his friend Geshe asked him, for Gelugpa have a few things that they cannot answer. To Nyingma does have like that kind of, and he told him, it is not possible, there is something you cannot answer. But people have no familiar with these teachings and the viewpoints. They cannot answer. So he told him, if you want Nyingma cannot answer things, if you want this, then you ask about Long and Yoga teachings. So then that's why he said, if you question me, Mahayoga, he can answer few things, and then Dzogchen also he can some answers, but the Anayoga he cannot answer many things.
Anayogi salam judo terla rangranga trojida din ta kari ansari tam da din reshe ta zo ting ni song ga ngarang yiki lag biem ba tani ko marni ta pe mambo.
So not only this, even I examine myself and I read in text and what is this. So many things, even in the text, still I cannot understand. Because I haven't studied this from somebody qualified. So receive the empowerment ceremony and the oral transmission, then okay, good. Then you rubbed very nice clothes and then you put on top. This is very holy text.
맨날 나랑 또 고민하라. 농안에 여기 그 표가 도보증 넣은 거면 돼. 너는 고향 마음이야.
For instance, his own monastery, he never heard any one ritual performed in Loan Yoga.
나 공부 위에가 나니 지금 뛰는 그 망보대사도 공부 위에가 나라 되게 녀요. 너 공부 위에 뛰는 라 농안에 저가 던 거면 돼.
So he used to stay at 4 monasteries in Nyingma. 4 of them never heard any rituals of Loan Yoga.
그 안에 여기가 대담지.
So this is enough for Ani Yoga for us.
Actually, yeah, I'll speak Chinese to you first. 这个其实是您的前世写的，那个金刚萨埵四圣。
无彻底。
对，然后是那个谁，中国人说现在翻译成英文。
哦，对。
然后第3和第4就是阿努，还有巴
对，
哈尤
没有错
嘎。
没有错。
这本来就是带给你的礼物。
谢谢你。
Yeah, okay.
对，你安那有个咋的嘛？安那有个就这
Perfect example. Yeah, it's a perfect example. That's actually a ritual written by the previous Tsewa Mabu, 1698 to 1756, and it includes 4 stages actually, and the last 2 stages are Anu Yuga and Maha Anu Yuga. It's translated by Dimoki Boche. So it's a beautiful hymn as well. Yeah.
오, 되지.
Yes.
상대 놀지 생활은 막나 되지요. 놀지 생활은 맞지. 니나라 링드타오노 니나라 안에 요가 그 놀지 생활 안에 요가 단 냠슬렌트 지요리.
So there's far different Vajrasarvas. So the previous Ringden Tsewanoro, he made a ritual for how to practice according to the Ani Yoga. This.
니나라 안에 요가도 가르디나 다른 거 남자가 신다마오요 말이 비바담도 냥보다 냥는 게 같은데. 옛날 담도 저 안에 여기 줄 거를 가지고 항상 과지당 냥마가 냥기나 로라 지금 당마근 동거 용건 지금 발전돼 연살이.
So this is not very detailed. This is very brief, but still Kagid and Nyingma they practice in this today.
뭐뭐 아양을 못 지금 더 파렌티 얘기라 제도.
So Ayang Rinpoche even translate this in French.
그 사실은 로라양의 감식 군바 마보가 나로란디 안에 요가 그거 냠는 지간도 옛날에 안에 요가 차상지 말이.
This is some of the Kham monasteries also they practice in this, but it is not complete, of course.
Oh yeah. Tanita ade yogalana sim de long de manga de sim de ji shati yore.
So Ani Yoga, Dokachimbo Ani Yoga, they simdi Ati Yoga. Yes, simdi along the manga the 3 different sections.
The sim de lana ya tawa gumba. Tawa gumba ni ku goni shiba. Tawa gumba chuba sam ku goni sheji na o. Tanaga nam jak ani samdu.
The same day view and meditation and conducts and 3 sections.
Just 그 샘딘의 라 자갈 그 톱톱 저게 잠지 그만 거 이거.
So in general, the same day you have 18 different Indian masters, Peter's instructions.
뭐만 나오 지금 그 망가가 대당 또 상와지니 샘디 또 식침부지니 냠는 그 요와도 그 샘디 디디가도 조진 상마다 샘디라 건도요.
So in long time ago, Mangakde or those more secret. So same day is more widely well known. So that therefore some people, when we say same day, they understand the whole Dzogchen.
그거는 또그 놀지 삼섬 디디가도 샘디 될 거지 마도 도친 라고요.
So therefore, also we named that Dorji Samsum and Nyingma on terms they call Dorji Samsum. That term same day means refer to the three is these three together include all three.
Papana ngona panchin bumala mata dang miro dana dang yeda nyang bo to so kabla zochin sikchin bo pa shil gola per ku yo ta simdi.
Long time ago that Burma Panchin Burma and Ida Nyangpo, the Birotana's disciple, they teaching widely Dzogchen is this same day, not the other two.
Simdi ga hang to kir dia pe masapi sarong da kir.
So when they given empowerment, also a little bit strange.
Laman kang bandi na da bumma shil gola da di. Parola bagad kana ga pa kir dia da.
So sometimes disciples one room and Lama is a different room, and between them have a small tube. Through the small tube, they give empowerment.
Kabla zangla ga bagad da da rambo jing do da di te am chakana la pa ta ni. Lama ga ni manga ga de ma ngotu ye di ga da mo de la re ma to mo thang ma la nyam te ngotu che ga le sir yo ma.
This is only for one by one. There is no custom for public.
Kare dina tambo jagar ni ma mero dana ga dan jang di ga kabla jagar ko yong chap se kare dina pir ma chog de ga tham tambo zo yo sai.
So when first Birotana he transmitted from India, the Indians made big role, not allowed for everyone.
Jagar ga ma so chuli la pe sen da chimbo yo de.
So the Indian nature is very stingy to the Dharma.
Sen da yo ba da thang ma ga ti thang chimbo yang che yo de.
So, but this is good because the stinginess make people appreciate a lot.
Tamandi tang shong ma shong che jo ni thang ma ga ti chimbo jang ta ma du.
It is nature, if we give everybody, people lose the appreciation. So therefore, when Indian Banditas teaching, they have to require a lot of gold. So they never teach unless you give a lot of offering gold. There's two reasons. So first reason, because the Dharma is priceless. The second reason, the test for the student is this student can sacrifice everything for Dharma or not. So even Guru Rinpoche, when he teach, they have to have some gold. Have to have gold. So even but even they offering the gold, and sometimes he throw away as similar a crazy man. So it's quite some clear, not because of they have so much attachment to the gold. And so when given empowerment of Dzogchen, there's custom to offering gold and still exist. So sometimes they offering gold, but Lama giving it back. So I mean, one Kampo called Kamangachong, his biography, this story, some students borrow the gold someone and they offering. because they're not given back.
He kept.
Lama mama nang di pe loma chap song du.
If Lama didn't give it back, then they have big problem.
Yin na kong de ma nang de du.
But the most of the time they're given it back.
A tang sang da wo yin na ngoma po ba ga pam jir pe jo ri. Se ri yong kan pe ma bo yo ma ri.
Dansang.
Ngoma.
Before a long time ago, generally Tibetans are very poor. They don't have much gold.
Par chi lo ni se sem chi ngol la.
Say like even 20, 30 years ago.
Ti ka la ga ri je gu di na. Thang ma ka ri se shok da wo da na pi du. Jin bu gu shol la yong kan se shok.
Sometimes, that time some people are even offering the artificial golden color of the papers they're given.
Tani ser ke chal kan wo ti ga la ser shig ja yong kan chal kan wo ta yin de la ba la ji ni ma de la ba ra jin ni ya ki yo du.
Sometimes they have one gold-plated objects. Don't have everybody, so everybody share each other's hands and then offering.
When I'm going to go my don't get to look and don't say she young can. Then say you are it. They say she young can the time and la bala jini.
For instance, they have Dorjin Bell have some gold plate, and so they. Everybody touching this and they offer.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes this is belong to Lama himself. Lama borrowed students. The student is pretending offering gold. So this is we call interdependence importance.
Oh yeah. That ngong Georgian
So we say this is at least we keep the tradition, the very precious one. So, for instance, Sakyava have 60 Cheksam. So 13 dharmas only can give if you offering gold, and even still that exists now. So nowadays, not everybody offering real gold, but at least they offering some golden papers.
So
this is we not criticizing Indians, and we instead we praising the Indians. Because we scared to criticize the Indians. So when we are worshiping the Buddha Shakyamuni and all these other Indians stare in us.
Oh yeah. I don't think nang part of something.
Again we lost.
Simdi kawa tunda water semganiter tombanilla tanla pap. Pingang la pam never shani indigenous. Tanajiri dog.
So the essence of the same day, you investigate over your own mind, and then whatever you find, you remain with this practice. First,
nam tok ta da chi ne test ta che
First, you investigation where the thoughts come, and then
wa ta da sem gum chang zera di sem de ji ta ba tam ba ji yung kan de la chun ka rin du ji da di khorang da khorang ta ba yim ba da pa tong wa tan la pin bong
so then the second you investigate your mind is it really truly exist, and then you realize not truly exist.
ani xiong ni do sam sim tang bo kang ni xiong wa ta kang ni ta ma kang la do gun du te la ta sha tang
So then the last you investigation of where is the source of the mind, and where is the remand, and where is despair.
to ji di nyam ling ga ni ka la ani ba sem ji jan de kha ni ta sim ani da yo na to sim khorang ga yun den ge cha de re de ni ta na la
So, and when you practice, say this remaining mind is good quality. If your mind is able to remain single pointed, and then is a quality of the mind.
nim chuwa sem ji ro ra sha de da di sim pa ra phi ro ko yer kang dang kang la chu na yang to sem ji jan de char ba ang di na to sem ge sem ji dam ji ge di da nga no to ta ba tamong ge chu ke na sem ji dam ji ge di te bya da
So then even you have some thoughts or anything arises, you just see as a projection of the mind, and you see as a quality of the mind, and you're not, or you can say interdependent rising. So you're not necessarily abundant.
ta pe na nga no to chuwa sem ji ro ra sha re mo de ta to xio ko yer de kang dang kang nang na yang da sim la nam to kang dang kang chu na yang da的他妈的一万看个咱们这样人马上对了怎么行不的几年都怎么人咱们的咱们对了怎么几年那个么的
So whatever the rises of mind or not rises of mind, or whatever forms taken, you see as like a performance of the magicians, and you try to not too much grasping.
롤바 그 저거 근데 그 조칭 그런 그 릭서라 스타르당 롤바 젠 선디다 근데 그 남자 체크
So the terms they use sel rolpa yen. So sel means
니바이 누바
sel means like the image, and sel rolpa
롤바 디디가도 셈데 일라 롤바 그
So the rolpa is like enjoyments, and yen ornaments, right? Ornaments, the quality, kind of performance, or like something, everything seen like you not necessarily see is something bad. The main points, I think.
Hindi da himing nyambi nga lab doa didadi. Ani se me ba lab doa dina thakya ba gadari. Yerse mani se me ba de la thakya di ti nga nya bar jani indi je de ri do ko korang nyam nda.
The most essence is the subject and object inseparable of the subject object. You takjapa, so you conclude in there. Labloa means is takjopa. Takjopa is like concluding with this understanding.
Today
what we talk about is only instruction, introduction. It's not repeat instructions. So if you want to have a pit instructions, then you have to find the gold.
내가 또 자갈 그 릭서 또 잡자가리 또 당이요 말인데.
So this is the person by Indians.
We can go to Bendigo, Ballarat, just go in one there. 这有情况，这好有情况。
Oh, this is I'm teasing you.
当上是两个用肯等他讲啊娘娘的对了嘛，到底忙接受了，是兰登巴刚有嘛的，可能这个我们这个他求人人呢。年龄个人把他说长嘛，这里今天啊送这个他说长嘛送不有的，是两个用看讲有嘛的，对不对？到位马呀你要连接到今天这个有。
Actually, nowadays nobody really receiving gold because the most the lamas they don't want anything, so they just doing only interdependence importance performance.
Oh yeah. 你把它弄对的。
The second is Lorde. So Lorde have 4 categories inside. Gardum. The view and the meditation Gardum. Important to you. Gardum. Gardum. The importance the important structures.
Tanda song simdi di simso chini sem garang je tong la tan la be ba tok so che je da wa long di de chu ji yang so ji ni chu ji yang la myan ba jo tok so ji ni tanda ida de ni cha ba ji ni do.
In general, we say is only one view of the Dzogchen, but before we talk about the Sutra and Tantra, same view. But then you go details, then they must have different views. Similarly, in here, same day, you focus the more subject of your mind. But here, along there, you more focus of the absolute truth instead in your mind.
What does long mean?
Huh?
Long.
Space.
Long is like long is very expanse, meaning it's like expanse.
Oh yeah, Dharma Data.
Really, Dharma Data, yeah. So the expanse of the Gandazamo, the mother of the primordial wisdom. There's nothing anything exclude. So their point of view, you remind your mind or even rising thoughts still is in this range, not outside. Yes, rising from there and dissolving in this. There's nowhere else. So many people understand the way of this is Lorde is very similar of the Pasajika. Majjhimika Pasajika. So Jimapam also talk about Tanjistam Tartula Margodi Katadarhachupala Tanjistam Tartuko, which means you to understand the primordial purity, you have to complete understanding the Pasajika. So according to Mapam, that Chantakirti and Indian Chantakirti and Tibetan Rosam Mahapanchata is the same viewpoint.
Now, Gumba and Istam Dawina, Tella, Wampo North Raniga Gum de Daddy, Wambo no Numbo Gum Judges in the water. Wambo Starug, currently Wambo Starug, they are the Rangram Wambo Starug, Gum Jasatan, Namdani.
So according to the meditation practice, only two categories. One is more like intelligent and less intelligent. But this less intelligent means within this range, not in general less intelligent.
I call now Ramda Jigana, Tunijitun, the Baranalama Jogadam Jikoton, the other people.
So they say that the most intelligent is you just hearing this, you already liberate.
Tuduri in the Tonduri in the
So hidden liberation and seen liberation and even indication liberation.
Along the Sola Janaka Sometime better so and that's and that's Giori.
So there is a little similarities the Chan tradition within this long day.
Sometime Namala Cardinal Sometime Dolik Bari, Wang Yomari, Shinlab Yomari, Shinlab Ananjig, Ramba the Yomari Mato, Taman Center, the Salam Garba, Shitamanjo, long day than you can do.
So the Chen tradition is a more sutra way. Therefore, they don't have empowerments or the blessing from master, or they don't have those things. But still, there's a similarity of the long day because they both not talk too much the process of the Burmese or those things.
Namjin Nakaji the Kangdang Kang in Nayang. The la Gomremel, Yori, Gombi Rabada, Yori. The Namjing Toba Mister Goni, Salam Ganamjang Dayang, Jiptabo Yaki. The la Chuni the Rangola stage in Mato, Atahanda Sanga Jang, Salam Ganamjang, the Giomar.
So in general, we all the Tantrayanas, you have meditation instructions and many levels and process and everything. But in this long day, you don't have that much. You only focus in this absolute the Dharma Dhatu reality.
Then only Ranglam, the Wambo Jang, Wambo Turbo, the Soyina, Wambo Turbola Salam Namjak the Yori, Wambo Jangla Yang. Gombi to Logi, the La Salam Jinam Yardan, then the Gom Circle Manga, so Mamboji Gogi.
So the difference is less intelligent in this have some process of the instructions of levels of meditation, but the medium and the most intelligent both they didn't really have much instruction process and levels.
Wambo Turbo Gomrim Dawin and number of Jigon Shaki.
So the less one the categories four categories.
Wambo and a story of not did the Gaza Muka Wambo Lassa Ransan and Georgia and that's Shaki. Wambo the Gornala.
So there's four our sense faculties living in nature way. This is one instruction.
Duma Mangas don't be on that did the Mukatatan.
So then how you look at and how the positions of using your senses. So there is some instructions of these environment practices. So there's different from the how you breathe all these things.
Tela tinda di tanda go ti ana du jitala tinda di on botaro nyam ni ji go khola tanda go ramba ji yo re.
So this is the less intelligent to have these instructions.
Manga ga nyang tu to yong se chapar marpe bi ngola nanjir nyangma ga nang go dochin la tba toba mang che shu to singdi dang long de nya ki to pro.
시지건 남 그러나?
Manga nyang tu yo re wa.
그래.
manga ga de.
그래. 마토르고.
오야
또 남다.
또 첩침부 마피라 따르다 냠도 따르다 요리 그 첩침부 파르지도 지마 필마 공국직니가는 따리 요리.
Okay, this last one, Mangde, before is separate, before all the liberations through these two same day and long day. And then after you release this last one, Mangde, through the Dharma.
파타카르데나 부말라 마타 로팅아 자나카 로팅아 라 페브니 로 장고니 지드그니가나 단다가 망가르디 ramjin chapri yagarwa.
So the Panchimbama Mata, he went to the Chinese Far Mountain, Holy Far Mountain. He went there after 100 years and then released this the last teaching.
파데가랑 나로서 나 상제 줬어. 뭐뭐 상와이 거주도 그 상제의 파라 줬다디 지바이야.
So the release of the secret.
메로자나 당 tani yeda nyangbo la soba ga melo tani lobji nyangji la soba homa shande ni jamangbo dzokching ga toba ninjun jado so to sim dialong dinya kapten.
So the Berotsana and many of his disciples become incredible realizations. All of them is from the same day and Lord day, not the Mangar day.
근데 자린다고 있나 샘디 당롱디니까 용초고요. 자린 포화 전부도 단다 그 망가디 차치.
So is the rainbow body you can attend through the same day and a long day, but the great transference rainbow body is only through the Mangar day. So the Mangar day tadita turabna zikshakundri.
망가디 다 nenigna tarda nyamda tarda yo.
Mazigo.
Sangje tur ma.
Sangje tur dichi.
Sangje tur ni tirap chwa ka dinigna sangje tur yo.
According more the 10th century released this Mangarde. Mangarde in Sado Terma in Gondeda in Gonmar.
Ingol mari nyanji tilia sang kur tutana
Okay. Okay.
kama da termani.
Okay.
Sangje tur ma to chapate.
All right. So Kamaktir Maniga Tika Mama on
Tikama sangje tur yo ma.
All right. So the Mangarde you have not all is Terma, but mostly come to the Terma and then the Kama as well. So they both not really enter the 10th century, seems like. What time now?
Oh, 10:15?
Huh?
10:15 about?
Okay. Keep going.
怎么办呢？
Chola mazopa lolo ayo ko. Okay, now we're talking about the Mangarde, the last one. Awesome. But inside 3 categories: external, internal, and the most secret. Shirkur is like a body, and so more details and instructions details. So inside internal one is like eyes, 在小中单的这种这个多的，
那个木当的点通话到一起的，
通话在一起，
通话到一起。
哦
那
，so
当太年了，那么讲的一个。
the internal one is like eyes, so the chimney jiruta nikka.
一个这个大人的有的。
Oh, then the eyes can see probably the details at the same time.
哦呀，三个娘当的在战起容易就在有的。
So the secret is like a heart.
娘我的这个都有的，娘没到这个呢，娘的把那个那个多的讲的问题了，多的干巴那马东，两百多种样等有嘛的。
Or the inside one, because they talk about only essence, the most important part.
杨上那么个过的那的，杨上体力过的那的，但那里个用是都会修人的的，每样用看，杨那个样恰西用是的话常用看，这个生命用看，的那个王不用是总看个么的有的的，忙个的不等的经的有。
This most secret one is a completion person. You have the body, you have the heart, you have the eyes, everything.
杨上体力过的有的可了。
Sometimes they named as tigli的什么人这一路，是起不起那么写的。
啥子都没把都没这个当那个体力的有。
So tigli is like
跟东川没啥子他们家当战上的，的，那么多个经理需要个，那当太年了的话，他们当战的用肯定。
yes. The tigli meaning is the meaning of the tigli is you know, you don't have concept and you know this thoughts process or anything. You are just one like this.
Unified.
Yes.
好的，他杨上体力过的下给人家，咱把这个样式。
So now we're going to talk about the most secret. The others forget about.
杨上体力过了，cada个吃就当很多头个人你下给我。
So the yang tigli, the most secret, we talk about the katak chakchut. I don't know how to translate. Do you know
Spontaneously present. Spontaneously present.
Spontaneously present.
Katak.
Katak.
Yeah.
Chakchut.
Texture cutting through.
Yeah, cutting through all the concept and everything. Yes. And the togger. Yes. Spontaneous.
Don't you see them? Oh,
Oh no, sorry. Katak is primordially pure.
Yes.
And Lundrup is spontaneously present.
Yes. Togger.
Is passing over.
Passing over. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh yeah. 다 탁주들 그 저거 돈다 갔다라 냐마가 나라 레스트먼트 저 망부 정도.
So the texture, the cutting through is in within Nyingma tradition. They have different explanations.
돈다 지된도 그 지금 내가 나 정도.
So maybe the meaning of the same, but in the how explain is different.
뭐밤 나오는 생각다는 그 생각 위치하더라. 생각 치하더 탁주된 거 보여.
So according to Jimapam, how to say, the season of the mind is the cutting through.
Season? Or the seasoning?
Cease.
Oh, ceasing.
Yes.
Cessation.
Yes.
Cessation of the mind.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
all the mental activities cease.
Cessation, yeah.
Yes. This is we can explain according to Sutra Tantra anywhere is easy to flexible.
아니 가덕도 받치면은 나와 탁을 쫄란데 다 가지고 나와란데 받 탁을 막 제식노 때라 근데 그
So some people are cutting through the appearances. They did inamena sim shafshit tamchiran kamargo tan zamba chajalisho.
어디데
So or if you cut in through the grasping, not necessarily the other activities. Right. This is grasping of the objects, cut it. It's not necessarily the or mental activity. So, Katorinda Chemo, he said the track is like harder.
Right.
For instance, that the ego and the self-cherishing is incredibly difficult and harder to stop them. So if you succeed this, and then this is the cutting through meaning. So some people's explanation is you don't think about anything past and future or anything, just whatever, without analyzing, just stop. That's enough. Which one is you choose more suitable is up to you. He not choose for you. I not choose for you. Yeah. 제가 나도 제가 성도 갖다 돈다. The same purpose. I think same purpose.
Oh yeah.
Same purpose. Different explanation.
가다가 제대라 가리되고 내고 제탄 그 곰비언이 겨울라 리진 적탑라 속와라 남자 정제되어리 마도 토거 남진 그 지금 곰탑 망용 요사다나디 말이.
So the Kathak tradition is there's a little instructions, but not too many ways of practices as a togger.
사실 제 전부 시작되가 돼서 총제 지시바 담지 예당 예지 아니 세메바 까지 때니까 타게 때니까 들어와 그 돈다가 저거 요래 다달랍다 디가도 그냥 현드는 까모지 샤피요.
So sometimes the explanation is the all 8 types of minds ceases at the same time. So this is a more difficult way, a difficult explanation.
다들 아이와도 시송스그 당무다와 속다 용칸지당 당무다와 돈치고니 돈칸지당 단다지 그 가시지 시고세.
So this is a process. Somebody already have a realization for their explanation, or somebody starting to realize it, or somebody not yet. Probably according to these things, maybe have different explanations suit.
도진 코랑 하나람라 무시 딸도 담바 토브데다디 디 고름다 위다디 요거 당보 리과도 무시 보레 당거 리과도 그 니와다 딸도 보레 아니 담보 참고 그래 일단지 얼마 인제도 하나 나나가는 또 소소제 이르당 이렇게 차당도 랑산이 또 들어와들라 담바 마톱나 저지가 뭐지.
So in general the dzogchen process is first you realize, and second you have develop some maturity, and then third you stabilize it. So without these things, without 3 of these, almost impossible to assist for all of these types of mind, the 8 of mind.
왜 대타위 타와도 타와 롱리 지고니 모토파 기다디 타오 롱당 리발라 테니 모토트치요.
So how you instruct this is introduced with through the references of Buddha's teachings and with reasoning.
아니 군바 냠뇽지 고니 ngotro trachiganayo.
Another way is you introduce through the experiential, meditative experiential.
당보데라 따트코니 군반 솔라라.
The first one we call you find the meditative through the view.
니바데라 곰토코니 따완 솔라데.
The second one is you find the view through the meditation.
tamayin baga samba tela shilam pho yong reji kugona ngotke.
The last one they call blessing through the transference.
shilam pho yong the tanyi ji namja mo jin jika ji ma ja yong gon ma.
So this empowerment transference probably destroy many general concepts.
되게 답이 남자 양 마부 딘직도 그랬다.
So this can destroy many of vehicles of the process.
인나양 조심바 제가 될라 이치리 단단 나오진바리 요양 요리 같이 거기 야체다 야체라 자진 같이 급지 담바티 가는 놈 좋고요대.
But Dzogchen was really like this, and so they really believes this, and they still doing this, and they believe that 90% of them can have realization through this.
실람 포이 왕고는 뭐좀 더서 연비하다 당나 근또 특가 싶은반 추위람 제대로 주장 또 비다와대 농리마 쇼랑 그릭샤위데 근또 추도 당마 근도 부지 당때 똑바가 파르다 딱와데 가솔람나 추위 카치랑 정나오진 마도 요 말이 더서 고그 말이 돼.
So according to this teaching, all the concepts of teachings is like 지도지로 좀 위카지. 좀 버거리고. So this 좀버디 저기 스바르 잠보 이 아이완 기완 기능 대장나 총대서 좀 말.
좀 가능하다.
Who make the cotton? This bird, this
silkworm. The silkworm? Silkworm.
Yes,
Who
silkworm.
makes their own.
Yes. This one, they generate this, but they die from themselves. So similarly, anything concept of this, you could be die from this, which means, really, the teachings, if you take wrong way and you have a big attachment with this, and then you, even the teachings and everything become like for your samsaric
Bounty.
bounding. So therefore, they say, don't need any of these things. So therefore, the Dzogchen was the most important to introduce the Rigpa. They take very seriously. So there's one instruction inside. You have a 21 different way of introduce Rigpa. If you do go through all of them, must be you realize from the one of them.
So
same day talk about 18 differences. So one of them you must have realize through this. So now we talk about the passing Togger.
Passing over.
Pass it over a part.
Or pa-
독거 디는 총당 진이 로로 요다 하지.
So meaning is jumping. Jumping through.
예. 사당보니 삽제발라 당조진다. 삽제반이 상지 사당조진다. 어떠다.
For instance, first Burmese level, you don't have to go through the second Burmese, third Burmese, you just jump to the edge of the Burmese, that kind of jumping.
등가는 남디는 그 손는다 올.
That's probably like running by aeroplane.
강바 잡니도 그나 그 강한다가 마송 양접 된다지니 마음도 남디다니 파타게 તસong다디 제스터 때문에 침바나 마위롱는 또 뛰팅 동안에 롱그 때문에 지금 통당 될게 요래와 다가 강에 봐 지금도 되게 착다요. 그거 상만 통거리 되게.
Yes. If we walk through the walk, then you have to go process of the old mountains and everything. But you go on aeroplane, you just see everything, but you don't have to go through everything.
독바 찌치디다디 디 독바가 사제 되는 데가 해송나다 상마도 공도 칩대로네. 상마 그런 게 나랑 리다요.
Yes. Dzogpa means everything included, completion.
도치는 지금 건디지 남자 강당 강이나 콜라 말독사 지가 메라비요.
So that means Dzogchen means all the samsara and nirvana, everything is included there. Nothing is excluded.
도치 독거비 자주 때라 파팅코당 다사 빼만 보여.
So the passing over to this Toggar have many similarities of the Kalachakra.
독거라 무살 그따와 리편적이요 말에 곰바샤지요. 가장 탁tiv 그따와 되게 그 강라 단다 독거 곰바도
Toggar doesn't have different viewpoints, only just based on Takchu's viewpoint, then is meditative process.
그때라 이지 득당이나다 득당이나다 롱동당이나다 때라 그런 거 아무 세대요.
So they have a different way of body position and how to breathe and practice have difference.
아때 지디가 다도 오페르 나와 타미바 샤령비요.
So through this, then you have so many luminosity visions come up.
그때 띵거그 동도 캐릭터지니 샤지래.
Then this is similar of the through the Kalachara practice, the empty form visions.
아때나 이디 남주르바가 랑능라 틀리당 틱전라서 틀리나디 뼈당 양캄라서가 다가 샤는 되나요.
So then, according to the yogi's perception, you see many tigles, and then tigles have tigtan, many small tigles, and inside you have many deities, all these things vision.
다와 ngomchoda yung kanji 그 gomba yena lop jirnigi nani 단다 그 몸바르 독과 상하지 요도 어돌진 장각 단측인데 비워. 근데 너무 단측이.
So if somebody already realization from the Takchut, and then if you practice Toggar, within the 12 years you must be enlightened. That is Vajradhara, his words.
녹진이 어금니 마중 가능 가시요.
So there's some people didn't liberate within 12 years.
당부는 줄고 삼적은 전바의 식지 모두 기다려 주다 송다리지만 줄마토와 니니 다용 그냥 요.
So first people had very strong determination and grasping, and I must liberate, and then later on didn't liberate, and then come back with crying.
일단 그 녹진 그런 걸 소리라. 그들 담제 샘진 차트림 받던 거 다그 떠인다디 다그 따오냠니 진봉우 초대 용칸은 그 응어지나요 말이 응어지도 따오 마음 촌나가 딱 나오인데요.
So according to Dzogpa Chenpo, all the mental process and activities is so illusionary. So that's why if somebody really realizes it, they cannot be cry. It's the crying is a sign of the not realize it.
Oh yeah. 당이 때담지 대랑아로 또 뒤쪽인 더 집이 자주도 놀디가도 샤피야.
So today I'm going to talk about the unique qualities of the lineage briefly. So then we live there. We have much time, not much time.
당이 저쪽 봐도 집이 자주도 요더 조친더 난지냐미 자주인데 샤피요.
So before we had the 11th structure, the unique. So who is unique is the Dzogchen's unique.
근데 잘리바를 요더 추진 상마 여지들이. 사발도 조친란 잘리바 현대는 장 망보 총요와도 조친이 자주지.
So in general, is rainbow body is not only Dzogchen everybody has, but more multiple these rainbow bodies come to, and the Dzogchen tradition is some unique aspects.
아 조친은 잘리바도 원 볼라 조친 따르니가 와르마 쳇바이다 디 디르브레리리비엔도 잘리바 망보 총니 다바르도 총다 용간 로니신 디나모라 총 용간 다다지.
So the rainbow body is never stopped through the Dzogchen, always happened and until today even happening. 대랑 양가 시릭송 다 자토니.
어
Today I see one and on WeChat, one ordinary ngakpa. I don't know he's Dzogchen, but he's ordinary ngakpa. He died, and he's all these John's bodies very small, feet in here. Somebody in hand they holding, and very small like this, and then he has many relics. That since one of my cousin Lama happened. My cousin, he saw with his own eyes. He stayed 49 days there in Kaborikpar. He told me, but it's exactly the same as today, similar when I saw on the on the internet. 대랑이 시그널 랑아 파라와즈리치. 그 허차가 너무 너무 럭이나 근데 그 좀 네 허차가 너무 럭도 그 라운트즈 다 차가 때문에 럭이나 좀도 그 바 화다 차가 yok. 사체 관계에 인피메가 뭐가
처음에 비비는 저 정말 형이요. 뭔가 올라마 친구 제가 지라 용기요.
Yes, in general, this is happening anonymous, like not famous ones, not considered high positions, high titles. The highest, he said, and the most high position, high titles, very rare. This happen.
하per나 나도 로슴지 니 나로라 용탁한다고 총아지고 유지형.
So within the 30 years, something is commonly known. Four things happened. Four people. So the bodies become smaller as only this length, above length, many. So I also see one. Janong Samdrup. Ngatung mar. Nangi ama tung
빨장 트니 송다디 빨잡이요래 옛날에 빨장 건가라 속도도 또 야호나 마종아 이마 지금 빨야 어택도 뭐 어택도 뭐
최딩스 오늘
아 무슨
최딩스 리그너라 So the one of the is actually physician Jaron Samdrup. So I remember when I was very young, my mother went there and she stayed there a long time, and she has I have many stories. This in later on can see. This is my explanation, okay? But he talking about that is become like this, small. And later on, another physician called Kamsang Teston, that also become like this, small. He he see himself with his own eyes. He said he went there.
감사하다 가는 거 라마야 인 저기 니마 그런 그 총총 로땅 배양 아무것도 기송하래.
So he has received some teachings from him, and he considered his teacher. But how he becomes small body is a very unique way it becomes.
근데 라바니게 제 총하시라 성요.
So these two hands is not very become small.
한마디만 밖에 때나 라비요리 때나 도칭도 정나 때나 피바 요 말이 되나 그러지나 만바에 내가 나빠만 버터다 내가 아이노 용우지.
Some people think, oh, he's physician, so he touches too many people. Maybe that's why the hands didn't become small.
제가 그 도칭랑 동기 시라 나빠고 좀 저저인데 가리카고지. 근데 제가 일 나오지 마.
So this is hard to explain because the Dzogchen Chembo, if it's just some affected by, some patients, this is also not very acceptable.
니나 그 흑부마 너디가도 엄청 많아. 전부 나도 말아. 흑부나 안 나도. 이거 너무 차상다. 까리디나. 의자기 카도도 내자.
First ears sink in the head, and then the nose sink inside, and then the whole head is become like a just piece of meat.
그 지마 빠르장간 사니디나 빠르장간 그래도 뭐요 말이 뜻다고 빠르장간 그렇게 먹살다. 떠야 첫니 용도디 빠르자고 니 빠르자기가.
That time there's only one person have camera in this region, so they brought him to take photo.
빠르자기 그다도 다 담아가 먹나요 말이 암쪽나요 말이 답되어 문두디다디 ngana to mandam gar na zo am chok zo pi gang la remonda to tara ji ni par ja jo.
Oh. So that time the people thought, oh, if you have no eyes, no, this is no good nose, and they tried to make a noise, and then painted, and then they took a photo.
딱 해야 되는데 내 도둑도 다잖아. 손조지 요 말이 봐. 지금 손조지 지다 요 말이 봐. 저기다 괜찮은다고 공두사면 인사. 그냥 지요 말이 돼 있나 보다.
This is their mistake, but they did that.
항상 그 пармам보지 티오데 야르다나 나다 담아도 말.
Nowadays we can see this, but this is all is a fake. It's not true. So his heart, he still got it. So first the heart is there, and later on the heart sink in here because the head is too small.
야 까지나 교동 매적 동디다도 오야고마 겁니 잠바 주샤가니 오야고마도 랑샤가.
So first they try to make small, but then finally they have to make a new one because it's too small. So similarly, there's many there's everywhere. Also, there is one unique the Nyingma quality is many female yoginis attend. So in general, there's every tradition has some female high yoginis practitioners, but in particularly in Nyingma have more during the Guru Rinpoche's time. Also many ngakpas, which means they have a very strong mantra powers.
So
even Mapam Rinpoche said many ngakpas and more powerful. So if we compare the numbers, then is most powerful number is more in Nyingma tradition. So there are also many the Teftun also in Nyingma tradition and more number. So all traditions have Teftun. Jodong have very little. Taranatha is the Teftun. So Nyingma have 128 Teftuns and like that count, but they count Taranatha inside. So therefore, I talking the unique qualities of the Nyingma is what we already said.